while it was their father who made the blood oath with high fidelity. AFA and SIKA formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country, and then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present. It's not an easy task, but then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present AFA, SIKA, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys, and the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfall. Extreme.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, AFA and SIKA, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage. Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
AFA and SIKA, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Oh, man, he's getting ready to pull the trigger.
Watching! Completely missed the mark there.
Oh, kick right to the gut.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Boom! What a right! Gosh. He finds a counter for Bubba Ray.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
Well, this is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock this down, but they'll keep coming back.
Just whipped into the table. He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
And now heading back inside the ring. Uh-oh. Totally helpless at the moment.
Trying to fight their way out of harm's way. Elbows to the jaw.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, I have to wonder if AFA and SIKA are even aware of the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Bullseye! Ooh, headbutt.
Oh, nothing pretty about that.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Blistering shoulder block.
I don't care how much you train. You can't prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an AFA or SIKA headbutt.
Oh, stomping away. Somebody's got to put a stop to this. And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
Headlock applied, tossed without regard. Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window. Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. From way up.
Double axe handle.
Uh-oh, this is big trouble here. Oh.
Now heading outside.
Counters to gain the advantage. AFA may be thinking high risk. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring. Watch out! Lands the splash. Oh, my God. At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the linger. Hot top. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
AFA and SIKA might have...
Hot top.
And look at this now. Bad. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Has their opponent down and all the weight down.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop. And his body is still the focus of the attack.
Action now right here in front of us.
Guys, we may need to move soon.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Determination in his eyes, and now a kendo stick in his hands. Oh, man, a kendo shot to the head. That can't feel good. Anticipated that.
The Dudley boys came in tight, knowing they had to turn up the dial. Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed AFA and SIKA to their limits, but in the end,